Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Friday morning's live stream about the British IPA and correct your sounds. Dear viewers, our local time is 6:27 a.m. Friday morning. Once again, I'm with my once a week Friday lesson about the British IPA and correct your sounds. So guys, as you must be aware that Hallo has updated and we have got a community section on the web, not on the web, on the app, mobile app, where you can post your status, update your photo or video or any other message. And also Hallo has added 10 more new languages, which is amazing. And these languages are mostly like Korean, German, Arabic, Hindi, and few other languages. So if you like to add these languages on your profile, you'll find a plus sign. Click on the plus sign and add the language. But if you are only interested to develop English, do not choose any other language. Hello, Jesslyn. Good morning. Welcome. Hello, Bhavesh. Welcome. Jesslyn has a question. How can I improve my speaking? The answer is on you. That's a very pure and simple answer. By practicing more, by speaking more. You need to find a speaking partner and you need to talk to the person. But there are some other things you have to know. Number one, you must know enough vocabulary. And also, you must know the basic grammar rules, how you can use those vocabulary or those words into complete, sensible, meaningful, and logical sentences. And you have to be brave enough to talk to the person. You know everything, but you can't talk, then it's really a lacking. You have to improve those lackings. And another amazing part of English learning is that the answer lies there on a question. Think about all the famous footballers or cricketers or any other sportsmen who are successful. How they have become successful? By practicing a lot, right? A footballer must practice football, a cricketer must practice cricket, and a person who is a swimmer must practice swimming. You have to go to the water and must practice swimming. Likewise, for any profession, if you want to be successful, you have to focus on your plan. You have to follow the rules and guidelines and you have to implement it. You have to apply it. You may not be successful at the first instance, but do not give up. Giving up is a failure here. Try second time, third time, fourth time. Obviously, you'll be successful eventually. And do not bring any negative thoughts. Stop saying, I'm not good at English. Stop saying, I don't have enough vocabulary. Be positive and be brave enough to talk. Bear in mind that if you start saying, I'm not good at English, that really brings a negative psychology on your mind. And every time that breaks your confidence, you need to have enough confidence while you start speaking, even in writing as well. Okay. No problem, Jesslyn. Jesslyn says, I'm good at speaking. Okay. But I don't know where I lack of my confidence. I don't know either. The best option to get it tested, possibly you can subscribe to my class on a trial basis and join here and let's have a conversation. Then I may be able to help you. As a new user, the people who have got the sprouts, the two green leaves beside their names, they are entitled to get 2 free lessons from any teacher of this app. Join it if you don't have any other option, or if you don't have Problem with the money? Subscribe to a teacher for a month and see how it goes. Or subscribe on a trial basis where you'll get 2 free lessons, 1 hour only each day, at least 2 lessons in a week. So, dear viewers, once again, welcome to my Friday morning's live stream about British IPA. And what do you learn from this lesson? This lesson, I should say, is mostly for upper intermediate or advanced learners because it is mostly related to the sound and not everyone can follow that. And as a matter of fact, I've seen many users, many people, many speakers around the globe, they even don't follow all the rules. They know the rules, but they can't follow it because they have never practiced. Just bear in mind that it's a matter of practice. It's a matter of learning the correct sounds, the correct stress. Okay, and which is why we haven't got many teachers on this app even to help you about the pronunciation. There are a few American teachers, and I haven't seen any other British teacher on this app who teaches British IPA. Well, I'm just trying to help and support you. If you need my help and support, welcome. Welcome to my live session. I'll be happy to help you. However, I'm trying to develop RP, which is the most suitable and comfortable pronunciation in the UK. So what does the RP stands for, guys? It stands for received pronunciation. So I'm writing it, the British IPA RP. So this should be my title. So what does the received pronunciation teach a person? When a person speaks in that pronunciation techniques, it will be difficult for anyone to understand where is this person from because it doesn't have an impact of the local dialect. As you might be aware, there are more than 38 different kinds of accents in the UK, and they are more or less, affected by the local dialect. And I'm sure you are aware of most of them, like Cockney, then Brummy from Birmingham, and Scouse from the Liverpool, then Geordie, then Scottish, Yorkshire, Northern, Southern, London accent, Essex accent where I live, and many other amazing accents. And as a matter of fact, only 2 to 3% people speak in the RP accent. Sometimes the RP accent is also called the Queen's English, the English of the Oxford and the BBC, the English of Cambridge University as well. So let's share our screen to find out today that we started from a while. So today's focuses are syllables, monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs. Once again, syllables, monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs. These are related to the sound as I have explained earlier. If you don't have the basic knowledge how a word should be pronounced, then it's better for you to have a little bit idea how it works. We'll go work to syllables later, but before that, uh, I'll give you an impact and insight about syllables. Syllables are the way how a word is broken and where the word should be stressed and how it should be pronounced. Bear in mind that it's not easy though sometimes because when we learned English, we had the impact of our mother tongue. Being a non-native, even I have got the same problem. I have still difficulties to develop the correct sound, but I'm trying my best. And I believe that if you do the same, you will sound would be amazing, unparalleled. Okay, so let's move on. What is monophthongs? Okay, let us first correct the sound.
Monophthong.
Monophthong, British IPA, American IPA,
Monophthong.
monophthong. They are same except the last part of the stressed. Listen to it carefully.
Monophthong.
Monophthong,
Monophthong.
monophthong, you see? A little bit different because in the British English the O sound becomes R for American English, and our R becomes A sound for them. For example, bath, we call or we pronounce bath as a bath, for example. Okay, so briefly saying, monophthong is a single vowel and diphthong is a double vowel. So in a spelling of or in a word, there could be single vowel, there could be double vowels. And we need to understand these uh, words and how it should be pronounced accurately. Uh, Bear in mind that being a teacher, any teacher can teach you lessons, guidelines, or give you homeworks or exercises. But at the end of the day, it is you who have to practice a lot. If you do not practice, if you do not do the exercises, or if you do not complete the drills, it will be difficult for you to move ahead and develop your sound. Once again, people who are watching from the Facebook or the YouTube channel, welcome dear viewers. It's really my pleasure to see few people who are there, and also from the Hallo app. The some people are always silent watchers. They always my live stream in incognito mode. Welcome dear viewers. I know you're watching it. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's move on. So a monophthong is where there is one vowel sound in a syllable. Once again, a diphthong is where there are two vowel sounds in a syllable. And before that, we have to go to syllables, okay? Briefly. Vowels can be monophthong, diphthongs, or triphthongs. To understand these terms, you must first understand what a syllable is. The best way to explain that is with an example. So, each of these words, look at these words. Say each of these like mouse, rabbit, kangaroo, barracuda, hippopotamus. Did you notice that mouse, when you're pronouncing mouse, you're breathing one time, one syllable. Rabbit. Let me show you a different way.
Mouse.
Mouse. However, if anyone is interested to join, you are more than welcome. What you have to do, you have to visit my profile, or if you see the subscribe button, click on it, and you'll be able to join. And possibly you'll have 2 free trial lessons. Okay. Hello, Tahidullah, welcome. Hello, Bikal, thanks for joining. So look at the word mouse. It is a one syllable word. How do you know what it means? The small rodent or mammal with short fur, pointed face, and long tail. There are different kinds of mouse. Field mouse, pet mouse. Are also in computer we use mouse as well, right guys? Like this one is a mouse, yeah, but not that mouse. Similar sound, remember that. And the second word is um, rabbit.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Okay, let me show you the phonetic symbols. As you might be aware, there are phonetic symbols that are used to write the sound correctly in both British English and American English. Look at this, rabbit, and we're stressing on B, fast B, rabbit. Hello, Kayum, welcome. So let's listen to the British English first. Rabbit.
Rabbit.
American English.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. But British English?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Two syllables. Uh, Kayum, I'm quite good. Thanks for the question. How about you? And thanks for stopping by. And the next word is kangaroo. Okay, I'm going to bring the phonetic sound in a moment.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo, you see? Not kangaroo, it's kangaroo in British English.
Kangaroo.
In American English?
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo, almost same. Except the schwa sound. We'll come back to the schwa sound later, guys. Let's finish this part today. So the word is kangaroo. As you can see, three syllable, three. There are two dots. Then next word is, let us listen to it. This very amazing word. So once again, let us listen to this sound. How many of you have said kangaroo? It is kangaroo,
Kangaroo.
British English or British IPA.
Kangaroo.
American IPA, kangaroo. And this word,
Barracuda.
barracuda. Do you know what is barracuda? It's like a large tropical sea fish. It's a large tropical sea fish. Okay, let's go to the next word, which is barracuda. And let us correct the sound. Look at this. There is barracuda, four syllables. And listen to it carefully one more time. Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Barracuda. We're stressing on kusan. Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Barracuda. The next one is, that's an interesting sound, right, guys? Which has got five syllables.
Hippopotamus.
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 Hippopotamus. That is a, not tamas. hippopotamus, because there is a schwa sound. Once again, the schwa sounds are everywhere. And we'll explain the schwa sounds later. Once again, dear viewers, if you're interested to join this class or lesson, you're more than welcome. What you have to do is you have to subscribe to my free trial lessons or subscribe monthly basis. So the last word is hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. And I'm sure you know they're very large animal once again. Tahidullah says, safety? I don't understand your question, I'm sorry. When you're writing something, Devious, write it clearly so that I understand it. If you write something incomplete or something which doesn't give me any clue, I'll not be able to answer, unfortunately. I'm not intelligent enough to read out your mind. As you can hear, a syllable is a unit of pronunciation. If you say that a word has one syllable or two syllables, that says something about the rhythmic character of the word. So once again, you can see that mouse, rabbit, kangaroo, barracuda, hippopotamus. It's like a rhythm, it's going up and down. And there's the natural way of speaking, which is called also articulation in the sound. Okay. And it's very important being an English speaker if you want to develop your sound in a very good and standard way. Remember that you need to learn the basic pronunciation techniques. Although I have heard from many people, the teacher like to will speak like a native, you know, and they don't know this pronunciation techniques, so you have to know it. And disclaimer, in order to know it, you must have at least some education about English grammar, English words, and also the related, features which are needed for you to develop yourself to the next level. Anyone must have at least one syllable. You see, each word has minimum one syllable. Even the word a has one syllable. A word has two syllables when there are two vowel sounds divided by consonant sound. Or to put it another way, two vowel sounds connected by consonant sound. A word has three syllables when there are three vowel sounds divided or connected by two consonant sounds, and so on. So a word may have four syllables when there are four vowel sounds divided or connected by four by consonant sound. If you say the word has one syllable or two syllables, that says something about the rhythmic character of the word. Let's take the word ochre as an example. Here we have two vowels. You see a and a. All right. Um,
Occur.
the correct sound is occur.
Occur.
This O is a short sound, and the R is silent in British English because there is a vowel sound before it. We only pronounce R if there is a vowel sound after the R. Occur,
Occur. Occur.
occur. You can see that. And we have to be very careful about using the R sound and T sound. These are the two amazing letters that distinguishes the British English and the American in the first instance. The layman, even for the other people, they'll be able to understand from the sound, but for the layman English speakers, remember letter R and letter T once again, though I repeat same things again and again to explain you to understand. Letter R is most of the cases is not pronounced in British English if the letter R is the second, third, fourth, or the last letter of a word. Okay, and we must pronounce the letter R if your word starts with letter R. There are thousands of words, and including my name as well. And if there is a vowel sound after R, remember that. And for British English, letter T is very strong always. But for the if you compare in American English, letter R must be pronounced regardless. And also T, most of the cases in American English, T sounds flap T or D if the T is in between two vowel sounds. And one easy and quick example is identity. You know the very famous movie Bourne's Identity, but this is British IPA obviously, and American IPA would be identity. Like, may I have a bottle of water, please? May I have a bottle of water? You see, T is again sounds like D, and the R is R. Anyway, let's move on to this explanation. So, occur was the word, right?
occur,
Occur, which are divided, connected by the consonant sound K, making occur. This is a two-syllable word. If you look again, the word rabbit, we see the same structure. There are two vowel sounds in the word R, which is diphthong, and I. Between these two vowel sound is a consonant B making rabbit. Okay, so it contains two vowel sounds with consonant between them. There are two other consonant sounds in rabbit as well, but the sounds don't affect the syllable structure. Okay, now that you understand what a syllable is, we can look monophthongs and diphthongs. Once again, a monophthong is where there is only one vowel sound in a syllable, and diphthong is there two vowel sound. Like, say the word funny. As you can hear, in funny we have two vowels and a and I. Funny, a, funny. You can see in fa, ani, I. Funny. It's not funny though, but it's funny.
funny,
Funny. So once again, guys, if you're interested to join this lesson, you're more than welcome. What you have to do is you have to click on the subscribe button, and possibly you'll be able to get free trial lessons. Or if you're interested to develop your sound in an amazing way, subscribe for the whole month at least. You'll get 8 lessons, not 8, unfortunately 4. I'm sorry, it's weekly ones. And other advantages are when I go for public live stream, you will be able to join them freely. Okay, and we can have good practice. Before that, I need to check something, guys. Please bear in mind that it's really important for you, being a non-native speaker or English learner, we need to know the correct sound. Especially these sounds are needed to express yourself in an amazing way. Bear in mind that if you're planning to sit for the any certified English exams like IELTS or TOEFL, or maybe CELTA or Delta or Canadian English language test, or the Pearson test of Australia, or Cambridge English test, or any other internationally recognized test, you have to demonstrate your pronunciation techniques. And I'm sure you are aware that in an IELTS exam you get 25% marks if you have good pronunciation, and which is really amazing for many learners to heighten their score in a better and standard way. So the funny, as I said, now say the word guy. Here we have the same two vowels and I and I. Remember, Y is a semi-vowel because when Y used after a vowel sound, Y sounds like I. Okay, and to put it simply, monophthong is single vowel and it's a double vowel. Once again, oh, okay, I copied. So monophthong is where there is one vowel sound again. Look at this another example. The word behind. Let us listen to the sound carefully first.
behind,
Behind.
behind,
You see, behind. How many vowels are there, guys?
behind,
So there are three vowel sounds. You see, and behind. E, R, and I. Behind. So the first word is short sound, which is lazy sound. So short sound is the lazy sound that is most of the cases we ignore, or if we are to pronounce it, we pronounce it very softly so that it doesn't affect the sound. Okay, separate from other two vowels and by the consonant sound H. However, the R and I stuck together to make it double vowel. So behind, which is the same diphthong in the word guy. Yes. So the word behind has three basic vowel sounds divided into two syllables. The first of which contains a monophthongs schwa sound, eh, and the second which contains a diphthong, and I. So in English, we also have a couple of triple vowels called triphthongs, and that is very amazing. Such in the word fire, which is three vowels, I, and schwa sound. Okay, let's find out the phonetics of fire.
fire,
And I'm sure you must know this song. Smoke on the water, fire on the sky. Deep Purple's very famous song. Okay, let me write this word for you so that you are clear what I'm trying to explain. Though it's not easy though to sometimes understand the IPA, but why don't you give it a try? Look at the British IPA, fire, once again,
fire,
and the American IPA,
fire,
fire. Remember, that's the very basic sound difference of the British and American IPA once again. Okay, so let's move on, guys. And once again, you're watching the live stream from the UK, and our local time is 7 a.m. Friday morning. And we are discussing British IPA, the sounds, how you can be a good speaker and develop your sound to the next level. But bear in mind, whatever you learn from this lesson, you have to practice. Practice is the magic word. Practice gives you progress. Practice gives you inspiration. Practice takes you to the place where some people who do not practice cannot go. Everything is connected. What it means. At this point, you might be feeling that this is getting quite complicated, but remember, all of the diphthongs and triphthongs are made from the monophthongs. So if you understand monophthongs, it will be easier to understand diphthongs and triphthongs. For example, the diphthongs a and I, as the word guy is made from the two monophthongs a and I. So once you learn the monophthongs, the diphthongs and triphthongs are quite easy. So we'll focus on monophthong first, and also when you finish understanding monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs, um, we'll focus on consonant sounds before we go to the vowel sounds. Okay. All right, let's move on. Also, four of the monophthongs in English are simply shorter versions of other monophthongs. For example, so you have A, long as in R, and R, short as in up, and A, like long as in the air, and short in egg. So once you learn the long version, it is easy to do the short version. All the 24 vowel sounds are derived from only 10 basic sounds. Every single word in English, regardless of its spelling, is pronounced using some combination of these 10 sounds. And these 10 sounds are a, o, e, e, o, o, and a. All the 24 vowel sounds are derived from only 10 bases in every single word, okay? Oh, it has been copied twice. So those are the examples, guys. So let's move on to our examples. Where is it gone? I'm sorry, guys. Yes. So some examples of monophthongs are like a as in come, u as in cool, I long sound as leap, r sound as turn, and o sound in all, which is short sound as well. And there are 8 diphthongs, there, viewers. So these diphthongs are in town, owl, town. And if you've got any questions and comments, I'll be happy to answer it. So town, let's find out the phonetics.
Town.
Town. Anyway, I'll go to these words as well. Hang on a second. Let me write it first. So come, hello, Bahrun, welcome.
Calm.
As you can see, come, In British IPA, in American IPA,
calm, calm,
calm,
calm,
same. I don't think there is any difference. Okay, then in cool,
cool,
cool, so next word is cool. Then I long sound, that is in leap,
leap,
leap. Okay, one easy way to pronounce double R sounds are that where you find two vowel sounds together, generally these are a bit longer sound and deeper sound. I'll show you the difference in a moment. Leap, you see, longer sound. But however, this one,
lip,
lip, as in lip. So once again, dear viewers, if you're interested to join this interactive session to develop your sound, develop your speaking, to take your communication skill to a standard level, you are more than welcome. What you have to do is you have to subscribe to my lesson and you'll have good time with me. I can guarantee that you're going to learn something which will be helpful for the rest of your life. If you remember that our main target on this app is to develop our English language to such a standard way that listeners and audience can understand you clearly, eloquently. So it's better for you to know these facts and all this amazing information. So as you can see, leap and lip. In leap, I only, but in leap, L-E-A-P. So there is longer I, leap. And the next one is turn,
turn,
you can see that in British English, turn, R is silent. But if you pronounce like the American way, it should be turn,
turn, turn,
turn, and
turn,
turn. You see, that's a very basic difference. And next one is all, which is short sound. All,
all,
all. Okay, the next one is all. So calm, cool, lip, lip, and then turn, all. These are some examples. Monophthongs. Remember that monophthongs is a single vowel sound. And if you understand monophthong clearly, it will be easier for you to understand diphthongs or triphthongs. Because diphthong is the combination of two monophthongs, and triphthong is also a combination of three monophthongs. And let's go to the eight. There are 8 diphthongs in English language in phonetics, and we're going to practice it today. First one is in town. A and U together in town. Town. You can see own. There is a own sound, and there is a famous song. Boys are back in town. Town and gown. They sound similar. You see, town and gown.
Town and gown.
Town and gown. Do you know what does it mean? Town and gown is an expression the university and the local people of the city consider together.
Town.
But when you pronounce it town and similarly gown, then light. A and I together, R and I, or A and I. Light.
Light.
Let there be light. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Hi guys, sorry I had to come back. Okay, so the next word is light. As you can see in light, there's two vowel sounds R and I, and the next one is play. In play there is E and I together.
Play.
Play. Excuse me. So if your word has similar word structure, they are diphthong like clay, slay. So let's see it one more time. Play, clay, slay. For light like bright, tight, might, slide, side. Like for tone is gone. Okay, renown. The next word is pair. P-A-I-R. Hello, MD Shajibur, welcome. Pair,
Pair.
pair. So in pair there is E and A sound together. Pair, a pair of words or pair of socks. Pair, air, Blair, hair. Okay, and next one is I and Shasan again. Deer. So let's find the word deer. Remember, R is silent here.
Dear.
Deer. In British English, once again, R is silent. Deer. Deer. And American English, deer.
Dear.
Deer. This class is going to be finished in less than 5 minutes, guys. And thank you very much for joining. Let's try to finish the other three words. The next one is slow. So in slow there is O and U together. And if you find a similar structure in other words, I'm sure it will be the similar
Slow.
sound techniques. Slow. As you might be aware that schwa sound and U in the British IPA and O and U in the American IPA. So slow. British IPA, American IPA.
Slow.
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 Slow. And the next one is toy. So in toy, O and I together. Remember, Y is regarded as semi-vowel because most of the case it is sound like I.
Toy.
Toy, boy, coy. Similarly, okay. And the last one is sure.
Sure.
Sure, you say. And the similar words are, is it pure? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's pure. Let's find it out in a moment. So it's toy, sure. We've got less than 2 minutes. Okay. How about pure? Pure, yes, it's also diphthong, guys.
Pure.
Pure,
Pure.
pure American IPA, pure
Pure.
British IPA, pure American IPA. Okay, guys, that will be all for today, and thank you very much for joining here and watching it silently. Bear in mind that whatever you have learned from here or any other teacher, you must practice it on a regular basis. Practice is the key word. Without practicing, you can't hope to be successful. Practice every day. Focus on your weaker sides, whether it's a grammar or vocab or a sound or any other part of English learning. I'm sure that you'll be successful eventually. Don't give up. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I'd like to see you later. You take care. Cheerio.